So in the new chapter of Zatch Bale, we go over to this place in France, right, and we see these two kids right here running up to their mom, who turns out to be Sherry. She got two kids now. Sherry had the Momoto Brago. Brago is the gravity dude. So we still ain't seen Brago yet. I want to see what he look like grown now. Because we already seen Zatch and Kiyomaru grown. We seen Tio grown. And if y'all remember Fagore and Kachime ass, we seen him grown with his little brother now. And you see this big ass head behind me? That's his new spell, Mo Peruku. It turned him into this big ass head, right? And what he does with it, right, is this shit right here. He can, you see these two motherfucking monsters right here? He can eat your ass. Then basically transform your ass into basically a version of him. Where they say he can control two entities, each with its own mind, 5 senses, and radically different body structures. So they thought that he couldn't control that shit with 2 different brains and shit, right? So they thought that if they like basically overcome him with attacks, he couldn't do that shit, right? So they hit his ass with this shit. This is him defending that shit. This is his point of view looking at this shit. As you can see, he was blocking all that shit. And then at the bottom, that's his hands and shit, moving both their ass. Bro was mad as hell at how perfect his control was over him, right? As they still blocking shit. And this where he started showing how fast that shit is. Look at that shit. They up here. They up there whooping his ass. On another note, you see this big ass ship that came out that black hole. That this dude that keeps himself hidden in one spot is doing. And you see this big ass mountain? Is this ship right here, right? There you go. That's the ship I'm talking about. That's the ship from early. Yeah, that shit is created from his blood and spikes and shit. He can't move from this spot because he's creating that shit. And the shit, you can't do a normal attack on none of the shit that's in there. He created houses and all types of shit inside that mountain. Him and Zatch and them is cool. We found out right here that Zatch has saved 10 million motherfucking demons and shit. But they ass, not they bodies, they souls had went to this place, a secret place that only they know about. This the most recent chapter, is chapter 16, and I'm waiting to see what the hell Sherry gonna look like when she get the book back for Brago, and I'm ready to see what he look like as an adult.